Hi everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. I just hope that you're having a great day. So firstly, I'd just like to say thanks to each and every one of you guys who decided to watch this video today, and a extra special thanks to the over 23,600 of you guys who decided to smash that subscribe button and support my dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber by the end of 2023. But enough of the chattings, I know you're ready for the video. Are you ready? Run me intro. Yeah, I'm so excited for this. Welcome to the first Ask Moments by Boothe video, where you ask your burning real estate questions and I answer them. Now, I had placed the information about this video series in a previous video, or my video before this, second to last video before this, because I will be dropping a video before this one that you're watching right now, and 5 of you guys responded. To be honest, I did expect more questions. I also realized that a few of you guys left your questions in the comment section of that video that I made the announcements about this Ask Moments by Boothe segment. Now, I will facilitate a few of those questions asked in the comment section, but for future purposes, guys, and for quality control, and so I can keep everything in a concise manner, I beg of you, click the first link down in the description box, or you can find the link pinned in the comment section as well of this video, or any video that I mentioned the Ask Moments by Boothe video series in, and place your name and place your questions so I can direct my answers directly to you. But without further ado, let's jump into the questions. All right, so before we jump into the questions, I just want to let you guys know that any question I answer here is not financial advice. It is just for information and educational purposes only. So please speak to your financial advisors for advice about what to invest in, what to do with real estate, what to do with your money, and all other things in that vein. Do not take this, which I am saying, as advice for you to act on. It is just for informational and educational purposes only. All right, with that being said, let's jump into the questions. Also, to protect the identity of each person asking their questions, I will only utilize their first name so that they can identify that it's their question that I'm answering. So this first question comes from Dwayne, and he asks, do you think Colbert Manor is a good community for Airbnb? Colbert Manor. Alright, so Colbert Manor is actually located in Old Harbor, St. Catherine. Now, Old Harbor people, don't come at me. Generally, when you're looking to invest in an Airbnb, you want to look for properties within highly desirable areas for persons looking to come into the country, basically tourists, because generally tourists are the ones with the foreign currency who can afford to stay at Airbnbs. Generally Jamaicans, yes, we do utilize Airbnbs, but just like the tourists, we like them in areas that are close to attractions, nice beaches, rivers, so on and so forth. And to the best of my knowledge, especially where Colbert Manor is located, there isn't any real attraction in and around that area. Old Harbor people, you can comment down below and correct me if I am wrong. And better yet, sell your Old Harbor. It's not a parish, it's a city, it's a town. Sell your town to me. Let me know what attractions are out there in Old Harbor that quite possibly I could visit myself and take my family out, my little brother, my mother, friends, and enjoy some of those attractions out there. Because whilst I don't know about any, I do believe there must be some attraction, amusement, entertainment out there in Old Harbor. One thing I know is the town is always active, it's always a vibe, so that it has that going for it, but I don't think it has enough pull power to fully sustain having a Airbnb business there. So that's my 2 cents on Colbert Manor and Airbnb. In terms of it being a community, it's gated, you have security. So in terms of those aspects, it is safe there. You do have security. It is 10 minutes away from the highway. So if you want to head to Manchester or St. Elizabeth, it is strategically located for that. It is only, I would say, 30 minutes to 45 minutes to get to anywhere between Spanish Town and Kingston as well, if you want to go to that side. But in terms of generating that income that I think you would want to be generating from an Airbnb, I don't think it is best placed. That's just my 2 cents. If anybody else has any comment as well with regards to if Cobbett Manor would be a good Airbnb investment, you can leave it down below and just sound off in the comments and I'll join the conversation as well. So that's question 1. So let's jump into question number 2. So question number 2 is by Michael, and Michael asks, what are the best gated communities in Jamaica to purchase property for short-term rentals? Now, if you're looking for short-term rentals, which I would believe you're talking about what Dwayne was talking about earlier in question 1, which would be for Airbnb, again, I would say look into places that are highly desirable by tourists. So namely St. Anne, more specifically Ocho Rios. You also have like the Tower Isles side of, I don't know if Tower Isles is in Ocho Rios or St. Mary. I think it's St. Mary, but you have Tower Isles as well. That's a very nice area, very attractive, very beautiful, nice beaches, nice, just the ambience of Tower Isles is very nice. So you have that Tower Isles area, you have that Ocho Rios area, you have Montego Bay, big ticket item for tourists. You do have, in between Ocho Rios and Montego Bay, you have Trelawney. Somewhat, it's not very big in my estimation, but there are some nice attractions in and around Trelawney that might have some pulling power for tourists looking to come to stay in Jamaica. Negril is a big ticket item. That 9 miles beach, beautiful white sand, beautiful crystal clear / blue waters, big pulling power. So Ochi, Treasure Beach, Negril, Kingston. It is highly saturated in Kingston, the Airbnb space, but Kingston is somewhere where tourists come a lot as well. If you can provide a unique experience within your Airbnb, that can be something that sets you apart and let persons want to come your way. Portland, whilst the roads in Portland are not so good right now, if you're looking to invest in a long-term property that will be viable for you, because when those roads are fixed in St. Thomas and then those roads are fixed in Portland, especially that St. Thomas side of Portland, which Portland to me is the most beautiful parish in Jamaica. So when those roads get fixed, trust and believe, you will have individuals coming to those spaces to enjoy what Portland has to offer, which is its natural beauty, its flora, its fauna, the water. Oh my gosh, love going to Portland. Absolutely love going to Portland. So just to wrap it all up, Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, Portland, Trelawney, Kingston, and Negril, if I would name 6 of them. All right, if I missed out any, and Treasure Beach, how could I forget St. Elizabeth's Treasure Beach? Beautiful area as well. So that's seven areas for you guys, which you can look into gated communities there. You have Ocean Point in Negril / Hanover side. You have Richmond Estate. You have the Draxall Manor, Draxall Estate in Ocho Rios. In Portland, you can look, I don't know of any gated communities per se, but you can look in the Boothe Bay area, in St. Elizabeth. You can look in the Treasure Beach area. Very beautiful waters there. I don't know a lot of specific gated communities, but you can definitely look within those towns that I mentioned or those specific areas that I mentioned to see if you can find any properties to purchase. So question number 3, and this is from Camille, and it reads, what's the direction to this Edmond Ridge property? So excuse me. Edmond Ridge is located in St. James. It is in the Rose Hall area of St. James. So that would be after you pass Greenwood, the location, the area called Greenwood, and you get to the second stoplight, which is adjacent to Hilton Rose Hall. You would make a left at the stoplight that is adjacent to Hilton Rose Hall. Follow that road all the way down and make the first left turn, and then you would make, after making the first left turn, you would make the first left turn again. Then once doing so, you would come upon a roundabout where you would make the first or second exit. And once you make that exit and you start climbing up a hill, and once you get to the top of the hill, you would basically be looking at Edmond Ridge at the top of that hill. But you would drive down into a belly, make a left, go straight up, make a right, and then you get to the front entrance of Edmond Ridge. And from the top of Edmond Ridge, any one of the units from phase 1 going all the way up to phase 3, that phase 2 and 3 that they're selling right now, I do have a video on that. You can check my second to last video that I posted about that. You can also watch a video I did on Edmond Ridge last year that gives you the full driving directions of how to get there as well. I have all of that wrapped up in a playlist for you guys as well, so I'll link the playlist down in the description box below so you can easily access my Edmond Ridge playlist, and you can see what phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3 has to offer for you. And you can watch my informational video that I did last week on how you can go about applying for phase 2 and phase 3 of Edmond Ridge Estates. And don't forget that you can also find the directions in the first video I posted about Edmond Ridge last year. All right, so that's it on Edmond Ridge. But that has been it for this episode of Ask Moments by Boothe. I hope my answers to the questions asked were good enough. If they weren't, you can leave your follow-up questions via the Ask Moments by Boothe questionnaire. It will be linked down in the description box below, the first link in the description box, and it will also be tagged in the pinned comments. Please guys, utilize the link to ask your questions so I can have these questions in a data sheet and know exactly where I'm at, what questions I need to get to next, what questions I need to do as individual questions based on how complex they are. But that has been enough from me. Don't forget that the goal is to live life on your own terms, and that is what I'm out here trying to do each and every time I make one of these real estate videos for you. I think this Ask Moments by Boothe video series is going to be very successful, and I hope to meet your expectations in answering your questions that you ask. Thank you guys so much for your support as always, and don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below and let me know what you like about this video series thus far, what you don't like, what you would like to see me add to improve this segment, because this is something that I plan to keep on my channel forever. So I'm looking to better this segment each and every time I do one of these videos. So leave your recommendations down in the comment section below. All right, but that has been enough from me, AB, signing out.